Hello, everybody. Good evening. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the live. As you come in, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. But don't forget to hit the like. It's a free way to support the channel. It keeps us in the algorithm. You guys, also, if you see that hype button, go ahead and hype that any of the videos any of our lives, if you will, push the hype buttons. It definitely, hey Harlem, keeps us in the algorithm. So when y'all see that hype button, if you will, also hit that hype button. So welcome in, you guys. Come on in. Come on in. What's the tea, Harlem? What we got going on tonight? Welcome everybody. Hmm. It's a lot. A lot. All right, y'all, come on in. I'm gonna give people. No, I don't. Right now, maybe nothing that you haven't heard. But we're gonna talk about it. Um, I'll tell y'all what I heard, and we can discuss that a little bit, and then talk about whatever else. Last night we had an amazing interview, which was part of our regular scheduled lives. That's why we're here tonight, as promised. Just for a little while. So y'all come on in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Don't forget to hit the like button. I appreciate. My laptop fell. I appreciate everybody. Sorry for all the noise, you guys, but my laptop fell. Um, yes, is what that's the census, and I'll tell you why. We'll talk about why they claim that it was lowered, allegedly. Y'all, next week is about to be popping. I'm gonna be going live every day, 3, 4 times a day. I'm gonna be staying on top of things because I am free for the week. Even my little babies that we have accumulated will be with their grandma. So y'all send me info. Send me info. Yeah, I'm gonna be busy on these lives because I'm free and already told my family like I need time for me. I do love to help, especially my baby girls that really need us, but they get to go with their people for a while, and I ain't doing nothing but what I want to do. I want to make live. I want to go live. I want to have interviews. I want to do shorts. I don't care. I just want to be in my space that makes me happy. So yeah, I'm not I'm not even picking up my work phone. None of that. I'm working on Black Link, Black Link. So that's what makes me happy. So I'm gonna give everybody about I don't know, another 60 seconds because as we go on with this live, people will come in and we thank you guys for coming in. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to join in the conversation in the chat. It makes for a good live when you join in the conversation. Share it out. I don't know, become a member of this channel. We're still building. We're still building. So we appreciate everybody that comes in. Let me get this up and we can get started on my first topic. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Again, I want to welcome everybody. Thank y'all for being here. As you come in, let us know where you're tuning in from. Let us know so we can give you a shout out. The like button, y'all. The like button. If you're on your phone, double tap it. It's important for us to hit that like button. So anyway, let's jump into the topic at hand, and that's Rihanna's perpetrator, the one that is accused of going to her home and pow-powing the home up. So, just a little backstory what we're finding out or what we're hearing. So, all of this is alleged until we really get some sound information. But I mean, this coming from some really reliable sources, okay? But until we get some really hard set, we can say alleged on this. But so we found out that her name is Ivana Ortiz. We found out that she literally, allegedly drove from Florida to Los Angeles to find Rihanna's home and do what she did to Rihanna's home. We're also learning that her family is speaking out. Her family is saying that they're begging for mercy, like please have mercy on her. She has mental health issues, and we're just asking y'all to please have mercy on her. She was caught, of course, and she is she's incarcerated right now. She is being held. So originally she was held on a $10 million bond. And what we heard from sources is that the $10 million came from this. We found out that there were 10 people in Rihanna's home. So that would include herself, ASAP, their 3 kids, a couple of workers, her mom, and the other 2 people. There were 8 people in her home, I'm sorry, and the other 2 people are the people that were in their home was in the range of the pow pow. So there were 10 people, and they charged her bail. They set her bail to reflect $1 million for every person that was in harm's way. She goes to court. She gets officially charged with attempted M word. Initially, her lawyer enters a plea of not guilty for her, right? Immediately, her lawyer comes back and enters and recants that and is asking is going to they're gonna plead that she's incompetent, right? That she has mental health issues because that is what her family has come out and said. No one had to come out and tell us that. We could see I mean, I'm going to say myself. I'm not. I don't want to speak for everybody else, but for me, I could see from her videos that she has something mentally going on with her to the point where she really believes that her and Rihanna are having these conversations. That Rihanna was really checking for her or whatever, including Cardi B. So I felt like when they did arrest her, they saved other people's home or lives. There were holes in Rihanna's home, and the room that Rihanna and her family was in. That's where that's where it stuck. So it could have gone through all the way through the home, but it didn't. Thank God that it didn't. Right. So let's take a look at this video. So remember, I told you it was like $10.232 million bond initially. So then we get this. Share my screen. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank y'all for being here tonight. Let me know where you're tuning in from so I can shout you out. Share my screen. All right. So let's listen to this really quick. And in my banner across the bottom, I believe the Fair Act use is there. Yes. So we'll go ahead and listen to this, and shout out to NBC South Florida, because the lady is from Florida. But let's listen to this really quick.
For 3 children, her mother, and 2 staff people, representing 8 of the 10 of the counts of dealing with an assault. In that residence, Rihanna was there with her partner, her 3 children, her mother, and 2 staff people, representing 8 of the 10 of the counts of dealing with an assault with a semi-automatic firearm. Ms. Ortiz, if and when convicted of these charges, is facing up to life in state prison. Her bail has been set by the court at $1,875,000. The law enforcement is in the process of gathering all evidence of motivation, any connections between the defendant and Rihanna, if any so exists, or why this particular defendant decided to open up and shoot her semi-automatic rifle on the afternoon of March 8th. In that residence, Rihanna was there with her partner.
So basically, now we see that it's down to $1.875 million at bond, which is still a lot of money. But hey, Montana, I meant to check on you. Please, just in the chat, just say everything is okay. Let me know everything's okay. And that's all you have to say. But so the question was, why did it go from 10 million? Because they said $1 million for every person, right? And it went down to 1.8. Well, when you speak to legal people, and also you shout out to Tisa Tells, you want to go listen to her too. She kind of talked about this as well, kind of the same stuff. But that when they set that $10 million bond, they came back and put it at 1.8 million because that was they had to have a cooling period, a cool off period, right? Where basically it says this person committed this horrific crime and we're going to lay it on her. Like, we're going to give her the highest bond ever. Know that she's not going to be able to make that bond, right? But they come back after, so long, and they go to court. Then they come and they say, this is a reasonable amount to set a bond for this type of crime. So basically, this is why it allegedly was dropped. But for me, I know that 1.875 million is a lot of money. I just want her to be accountable for what she did. That this woman has 3 young babies, just had a baby, at home chilling on a Sunday, and her mom is there. Like, everybody that she cares so much about, including herself, was in that home. And she was reckless. This young lady, Ivana Ortiz, was reckless and decided to get in her car and drive from Florida to California to commit this heinous crime. Now, my questions would be, like, when she drove across there, was she going to go at, because I believe Cardi has a home in LA, but was she gonna go to, well, her daughter's 10. Her daughter's 10 years old. We're talking about Rihanna got little babies, right? What is she doing? So, backstory on Ivana. Ivana was placed, allegedly, this is alleged, but I mean, this is what we're getting. Ivana was placed in an inpatient facility for mental health issues against her will, right? During that time, Ivana lost custody of her child. And so she's been dealing with, no, her child is 10. She's been dealing with mental health issues. And so she lost her child. But it's very clear that something's going on with her, for the simple fact that you see her. You already made it? Oh, hold on just a minute, y'all. Okay, sorry, y'all. My daughter came in. So anyway, I forget where I stopped, but basically, so when we look at the videos, we see that there is something going on with her. Like this video that was shown where she was talking to Rihanna and talking about, Rihanna said that we could fly. She knows we can't fly. Like, what are you talking about? All right. So I think that I'm glad that she was caught. I hate that it happened, but wonder if she would have got away with it and went to the next house and to the next person's house. Like, what was her thinking? What was her mindset? Is really what I want to know. But at the end of the day, they dropped the bond. She's still looking up to life, depending. But I mean, so the reason the lawyer came back immediately and withdrew that guilty plea, and they're going to enter a plea of her mental health. And I think it's I'd have to look it up, but it's called something when you enter a different plea like that. And so what'll happen is they'll get her to a part of the facility where she's at, where hopefully that she can get some, like, they don't give you mental health help in jail. They just don't. But somebody will come talk to her and get her away from the general population. So pretty much, I guess, I mean, I don't know how, if I feel a way about them dropping the bond, just for the simple fact that her babies was in that house and anything could have happened. And no, it didn't happen, but it could have. Now, when this happened, Rihanna goes on high alert, and Rihanna and ASAP go on high alert, they up their security, and of course leave LA. Now, why I'm with you, make it make sense all the way. We don't want people to know where Rihanna's going, when she left, how she left, like that shouldn't be something that's publicized, but it was. So we saw the private jet that she got on, but it is unknown, of course, where she's landing. But I tell you what, somebody's gonna know, and that's the sad part about being a high profile celebrity. So she has, as of to Monday, she left Los Angeles, packed her family up, and they left Los Angeles. But you see right here in this picture that's paused, how many holes is that in her home that actually got through past the gate? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't see behind the writing. 5, 6. So they said at least 10. But look at that. She was just shooting. That's so sad. Do we feel sorry for Ivana? Should we? Like, I mean, mental health mental health sickness is real. It's a real thing. But this is what we were just talking about when we talk about the pow pow violence and the parents going to jail for it. It just seems like her family knew that she had these mental health issues. She had been into an inpatient, but here's the difference: she's grown, and so she can walk in a spec. She was sane enough to somehow get a pow pow in her hand, a AK, whatever you call them, and drive. And she was literate enough to put her GPS in and get to Beverly Hills to Rihanna's home and know that I'm in the right space. This is the space I want to be, and start pow powing. So that's like, as far as we know, nobody else was with her. So she was smart enough to do that. She was sane enough to do all of that. So I don't know. But we'll continue to follow this story and as it unfolds, because there's a lot more. There'll be a lot more every day about this for a while. The prayer is that Rihanna and ASAP and his family and her family are all safe. And that they can find some sense of peace. Where it's being reported, of course, that Rihanna she doesn't feel safe. She's distraught. And by right, this has never happened to her before. And so by right, she should be totally in a panic. And they said she was in a panic. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. Just wanted to know, kind of what you guys were thinking about it. If you had seen any of this, if you guys had any other input to put on it. Last night, or whenever I talked to Wright, I don't remember when I talked to him, but he was saying that the attempted M word probably wouldn't stick, that her attorney would probably look at doing something like making a deal with the state or whatever. But this is going to be interesting, and we're going to follow this case. We're going to follow her court dates all the way through. She said, but with the bail being lowered, she may not be able to make it. Okay, help me, Harlem. Who may not be able to make it? The bond, she still may not be able to make the lowered bond. So let me tell you if that's what you're talking about. I think that in these situations, when you have millions of dollar bond, they want land and property, something that owns, that's a value. I think that's what you were saying, right? Let me look. Right. Okay. So I think that, so when you have a bond that high, they don't just say, unless you come up with that kind of cash, they're wanting property and something of value to do that. And they said that they're not sure really if she probably will not make that kind of bond. But, also what Tisa Tells was saying, and I haven't listened to Tisa in so long, but I saw it pop up. So I was like, what's she talking about? But she also said that, and which is true, like she could, like a bail, like when you get a bond, they want at least 10% up front. And then they kind of make a payment arrangement with you or whatever. They could even say, no, we won't take 10%. We'll take 5%. We'll take 1%. If they just took 1%, it would be like $93,000 or something like that. I don't know, some big crazy number like that, right? But still, that's a lot of money that you would have to come up with. So they possibly, and I want to look in that. I'm going to investigate this tonight. I want to know, are they asking for money? Because sometimes it could be they want this amount of money plus on top of that they want property or some kind of land or something that's worth a lot of money to have you make bond. But the other thing on that is I don't think that they would do that in the fact that she could be a flight risk and go away and then be on the run, right? Because if she's smart enough to leave Florida and get to California and make her way through Beverly Hills or wherever and find Rihanna's home and start letting go on Rihanna's home, she's brilliant enough to say, you let me out of here, I'm gone, right? So they got to look at all those aspects of things. Wright said he doesn't think they will get her on the charge, even though she has video documentation what she planned. Right. I don't know that, and I don't know if Montana's still here. I sure want to know what he thought as well. But like there's documentation, there's videos of her, talking about this. But then there's going to be also, what the detectives are going to do? They're going to be in the neighborhood and getting footage from that neighborhood, right? There's cameras. There are cameras. So they're going to get that footage to see if it was really, in fact, her and how her plan really was played out. So that's going to be some evidence that they can gather because there's going to be cameras. The other thing is if they actually found the pow pow with her when they caught her. Where is the pow pow? Was it with her when they caught it? That's another thing I want to investigate and find out. If anybody knows, y'all send me information. info.blacklinkmag1@gmail.com. Anything y'all get on this, let me know. But there's a couple of things, right, that they have to look at. What are the video? Because the other two people that they're saying to make the 10 people are two people in the residence next to them that was in their home that could have been in the line of fire. So, I mean, there's going to be some evidence against her. That is going to be I feel like going to be strong evidence against her for them to make a determination. But I already see she has a court-appointed lawyer right now, and the lawyer's already going after mental health issues. Like she's going to be incompetent to stand trial. So this is another one of those like Reiner, like Nick Reiner, right? I have a mental issue. I did not know what I was doing. But I mean, you can't say that when you have videos, when you drove that many miles. That's called premeditated. Like you knew what you were going over. You ain't had no other business in California. You knew why you were going over there. There were other women she was going after. So that's all Oh, I just saw that. Premeditated. Exactly. She called him out. She called him out. We know Cardi B got a place in California in the hills. You know what I'm saying? She knows that. She ain't too crazy. She's not too crazy. Crazy. She is. I mean, allegedly she has some mental issues, but she's competent enough to know to make a plan and execute it. I don't think right now that I believe that she didn't know what she was doing. And I don't know what her hang up is on celebrity women, right? She talked about Kim Kardashian. She talked about Cardi B. She there was Eilish, Billie Eilish. Is that his name? So it's rich, high profile people. That is her target. And this is so sad. The girl is beautiful. That if only she didn't have a problem mentally, allegedly, she can make a name for herself in some other way where she can make, like, I don't know, people just be obsessed with people in the wrong way. And for me, it looks like an obsession with these people. An obsession. So anyway, like I said, if you guys get information on her, if you have anything before we come out with anything, let us know. If you know there's somewhere I can go research about it that you've seen somewhere, let me know, because I'm all about the research. I'm all about digging in and figuring out if what I'm saying is I'm giving my people the right information. And when we kind of have some good sources telling us things, but we don't know for sure, we say allegedly. And so it is alleged over here right now about really everything. I'm very interested in those high points that I did mention, though. because I want to know where's the pow pow. That's a big one. That's going to be a big one. They found that pow pow with her. It's curtains. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Hello, everybody. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you. Thank you. Let's stop sharing that. There you go. All right, I want to move on. We kind of touched on this a little bit. About Tasha K and Cardi B. And it just seems to be the talk right now about Tasha K asking for a GoFundMe. People are in their feelings about Tasha K asking for a GoFundMe because they're saying that Tasha K built her platform on making people's lives crazy, right? And so I wanted just to read what is going on, because right now this is like going viral. This whole thing about her GoFundMe is going viral. And people are saying, you know, Tasha is dead wrong for asking people to help her pay Cardi B back. And she's like, she's saying it without saying it, that Cardi B is dragging her back into courts because of whatever reasons. But she's also telling people like she got money. Well, she plays this thing like, I'm broke, I ain't got it. But in the other hand, we ain't broke over here. We get, you know, we got money. So I don't know what triggered Cardi B to really go in on Tasha K and actually have her lawyers to go to the judge and say, look, bring her back. We're going to come through her finances. And we talked about this. But do y'all think that Tasha K is wrong for creating a GoFundMe for it and asking her people to do that? Or do you think, she has free reign, right? Tasha K got some winos that love her, but I don't know that she'll reach a $3.4 whatever million thing on a GoFundMe. But I think the real question is, what I want to know is, like, do y'all think it's wrong of Tasha K to do that? And so let's read it. The latest. So Tasha K launches a GoFundMe to pay Cardi B judgment, seeks $3.5 million from her fans. It says in 2022, Cardi B was awarded $4 million in damages and legal fees after the blogger was found liable for defamation. Tasha K has launched a GoFundMe to help pay off the millions of dollars she owes. Cardi B, you can find it here. So it's kind of highlighted. In 2019, Cardi sued Tasha for slander, and in 2022, the rapper was awarded $4 million in damages and legal fees. The blogger is now asking her fans to help her pay down her judgment. For years, many of you have asked me to start fundraisers to help me pay off the judgment against me. I always refused because I believe it was my responsibility to handle it on my own. But after many conversations with you all, I'm finally listening, Tasha wrote on her GoFundMe page. In addition to the judgment, Tasha was found liable for defamation, invasion of privacy, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. Cardi accused Tasha of spreading rumors about the Bronx hitmaker's personal life surrounding drug use, sexual acts, and STDs. In 2023, Tasha filed a Chapter 11 bankruptcy to help her manage her debt. Last February, she and Bondi agreed to a bankruptcy settlement plan, which said that Tasha will pay Cardi B nearly $1.2 million over the next 5 years in monthly installments under the Chapter 11 organization plan approved by a judge. Tasha K's payment will start at $176,532 in the first year and increase to $318,653 by the 5th year over a 12-month period. Cardi then has the right to pursue the remaining balance after the 5 years. Now, according to Tasha's GoFundMe, she pays monthly towards the judgment. I am currently making a court-ordered payment of $20,000 per month for my own income, and I will continue to make those payments regardless of what is raised here from my own income, she wrote. Meaning, I will personally contribute my own funds to pay this down faster. Every dollar raised through the GoFundMe will go strictly towards reducing the judgment balance. So what are your thoughts here, y'all? They're saying that she also committed bankruptcy fraud when she filed for bankruptcy because she did not report all of her finances. So is Tasha K digging a deeper hole for herself, or do we feel sorry for Tasha K? Like, talk to me. What are y'all thinking? What's going on with Tasha K? And while y'all are thinking about that, Tasha K, let me get it up before I say it. So what are y'all thinking? Is anybody going to contribute to Tasha K's funding? Anybody here on this live tonight, are you going to go and contribute to Tasha K's GoFundMe? If so, why? If not, why? DI, let me see. All right. We'll just read it from here. All right. So not only is Tasha K, let me see. Tasha K, I don't think was expecting the judgment and didn't know how to handle it. I won't either. I was just me either. I won't be donating either. Like, I really believed, I really sincerely believe what you just said here, Harlem, that I don't think Tasha K thought that the judgment was going to go that way. And that's the reason I think she didn't take it down when Cardi B asked her to take it down. I don't even know that she was really believing that Tasha K was going to, hey, Bad Bunny. I don't even believe that she thought that Cardi B was going to actually follow through with taking her to court. But they better know Cardi B shows up at court. She don't play. She's coming to court. She's got to spend the money. She'll spend it, especially if it's something she believes in. So I'll have to say that I agree with you on the fact that she didn't think that it was going to go this far. And so now she is panicking. She's panicking and she needs help. But she got some faithfuls over there, so they should need to help her. See, she got almost $10,000. Girl, you better go give it to him. I ain't mad at her for it. $9,514 has been raised. Bad Bunny says Tasha got herself into that. The sad part, as it sounds like once paid off, she'll repeat the same mistake because she won't stop. And she said, but what she did say is she said this is her job and she's obligated to doing it like she does it. But she said once she gets past this with Cardi B, she still is not going to talk about, once that NDA is lifted, she's still not going to talk about Cardi B. She said it just ain't worth it. $9,514 has been raised. I'm telling you, there are some people that love her, but I don't see her getting to 3 million. But if she does, kudos to her. Like, good for her. And she gets out of it. But Tasha K got some people that's faithful to her. They gonna pay it. Maybe I should just make me a GoFundMe, see what happens. But literally, Bad Bunny, you're right. She's but I feel like also with that Bad Bunny that she feels like now that she got some fire lawyers is what she call them. She got some lawyers that gets down through there, right? that she feel like she can continue just to do and be and say anything she wants to say. But everybody's not going to take that. And she be messing with these people that got buku dollars. And so I don't know, I guess I would just say, I mean, move how you want to move, Tasha K. Just be careful. Just be careful. But GoFundMe takes a percent. Yeah, so like that 900, that 9514, she won't get all of that, but she'll get a good chunk out of that because they do. And yeah, they do take it. And I don't know how long she's running the GoFundMe, but yeah, she won't get every penny of it. So I mean, she got a long way to go, but she's also paying out of her pocket, so she got a little help. And every dime is going to count for her. So good for her. And her faithful people. But a lot of people say, why would we even give you one red cent when you do things very disrespectfully? But ain't that how she built her platform, being disrespectful? So I mean, I guess you got to keep the momentum because that's what pays her. And that's what people love. They love disrespect and mess. And so speaking of disrespect and mess, Tasha K and Blue Bondi has fell out, y'all. Listen, I like Blue Bondi. I like her a lot. And remember, y'all know who Blue Bondi is, right? Y'all remember who that is? Like when Tasha K would go on vacation or she couldn't be there, Blue Bondi would come. Tasha K paid Blue Bondi to come to her channel. Blue Bondi I like her channel, but she would come to Tasha K's platform and she would fill in for Tasha K. I saw her a couple of times and I did like how she I like how Blue Bondi presents her content. Anyway, she has called Tasha K a homophobic. And she said this because I did not know Blue Bondi was bisexual. I thought she had a man living in the home with her, last I knew. But here is the details of the fallout. Do you guys remember Blue Bondi, Harlem, Bad Bunny? Anybody in the chat? Because she got a pretty big platform. Hey, APZ, welcome. Welcome to the live tonight. Thank you for stopping by. I hope everything is well with you. So based on the search results revealed, okay. So Tasha K, the YouTuber, has been involved in a long-standing legal battle with Cardi B. No, that's not what I'm listening. We knew that. I want to know. There it is. I really didn't want her YouTube. Let me see. Bondi Blue betrays Tasha K. Recorded talking ish. I wanted to just read it and not play a video. Let me see what we got. Nope, it ain't on there yet. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna find it. But there's Bondi Blue. What was I saying? Blue Bondi? Bondi Blue is, if I wasn't saying that. I did. I haven't listened to her in so long, but now she come back on scene. Do we think this is all just to get no? But they are really at it because she said that Tasha K. But I mean, everybody says that about Tasha K. And Tasha K kind of gives that, But I did not know Bondi Blue was in that community. And I ain't mad at her for that. I just didn't know. But she's in her feelings about it. And I wanted to read the article. Let me see if I can find it on my iPad. If I can't find it here. Let's see. Let's listen to this one then. I hate playing the videos, but I do have the Fair Use Act here, and we'll stop and stop and go so that I don't get dinged for it. But I just wanted to share this with y'all about their situation. I hope this is a good one. I just picked one.
Apparently, there's some beef brewing between bloggers Tasha K and Bondi Blue. I was surprised to see this. So I'm just sipping my tea. I guess,
So
Bondi Blue in her video said something about Tasha K being homophobic or something. I'm just going by the context of what is being, in these screenshots. So I'm just going to read it. I'm going to not even put my opinion in it. I'm just shocked. I was like, oh, wow. So I guess Tasha K made this post. Be careful with folks around you that you associate with who happen to be gay. Some of them make being gay their entire identity. They will tell you that they're gay before they mention their hobbies. The moment you check their character or disagree with them, suddenly you're labeled homophobic or transphobic just because the person you check happens to be gay. To me, that deep-rooted insecurity being projected onto straight people who are comfortable in their skin. Being straight is not my identity. It's my private sexuality that I share with my partner. Why are you making homophobia the topic of discussion? Because I told you you are two-faced, deflection at its finest. Avoid folks like that at all costs for your peace of mind. Another level of narcissistic personality disorder that needs to be amplified. And then the caption said, you're just a shitty person that happens to be gay, period. And then she said this, Dear Miss Bondi Blunthead at Bondi Blue, my wino sent me timestamps from your video because I was unaware there was an issue between us. No beef here on my side. You worked for my husband and me for nearly 2 years as a bisexual Black woman. So the claims that I'm homophobic and transphobic are interesting. The man you're referring to as a criminal is a gay Black man. I'm assuming they're talking about this DL whisperer that is locked up for coming at T.S. Madison. And I know Tasha K doesn't like T.S. Madison, and she has said statements against the person, So anyways, let's move on. So she says, I've had long friendships and collaborations with people like T.S. Madison, Storm Monroe, and Armand Wiggins, platforms I helped grow and people I helped make money, and countless others. I actually married same-sex couples. Funny how when relationships end, suddenly I'm homophobic or transphobic. Did you determine this before or after my husband and I parted ways with you? For the record, we put thousands in your pocket. Today, I'm choosing not to go lower. This will be my only tweet on the matter. But since we're talking about criminals, T.S. Madison's business partner, Dominic Morgan, is the only one who has actually served prison time. Oh, allegedly, I don't know these people. Served prison time and is reportedly facing prison again this April after pleading guilty to embezzling funds from your LGBTQ community. I deal in facts, not feelings. At DL Whisperer will be out soon. Stay tuned. Everything is allegedly. Even my name is allegedly. So yeah, that is what Tasha K had to say. I was like, oh wow.
So that's what, like, okay, I get that they're into it, but what started it? Because Tasha K says she didn't even know that they had beef going on. But why? My question is, why is it that everybody? And shout out to Empress Radio for letting us. They didn't let us, but there's the Fair Use Act. Shout out to you. That was good information with the tweet. But I want to know, why is it that Tasha K gets into it with everybody that she allows on her platform? She got into it with Armand Wiggins, T.S. Madison. What's that other guy's name? He's light-skinned, and they say that he's gay, but he say he's not. I just saw him today. I can't remember his name, but everybody gets into Tasha K. I think that Tasha K helps people, like she brings them on, she says she helps them, helps their platform to grow, put them on. And yeah, that was Empress. And she puts them on, but yet then they fall out. Is it because maybe they go behind her back? Or is it because it's Tasha K and ain't nobody getting bigger than Tasha K? Tasha K said this is her internet. This is her, and she is at the number one person in this realm of things that do things. Why is it that Tasha K is always getting into it with somebody? And Bondi came on her and did her good, but now, and she got paid for it, but she did a really good job. And now here they go Tasha K into it with them. Is it the more money, the more problems? I mean, like really, is that the issue, or is it Tasha just the issue? I don't understand. Thank y'all for the likes. Thank y'all for being here. We're just hanging out tonight. We missed our live on yesterday, so we just talking about we just what they call it, shooting the ish. That's funny, Harlem. We shooting the ish. So anyway, that's Tasha K with Cardi B and Bondi Blue. I guess we'll just sit back and watch what's going on with them. But I feel like it. I feel like that one person that's been with her this whole time, Jasmine, I think that they are inseparable. Jasmine does her really well. They have never fallen out, but she's fired a few people along the way for whatever reasons. And I can see even her being in control, like, of her husband and telling him what to do. Like, she's the boss, right? I can see that out of her. But for whatever reason, she just cannot get along with people. And then she made people not like her. And she said she don't care. And she act like she don't care. But I mean, I don't want to be a person that can't nobody stand you. But Tasha's, to her defense, I mean, she's doing her job when it comes to her platform because that's what she built it on. So, like, I guess she don't want to switch it up. And the way that Tasha K moves and shake people, that sells. People go and watch her. She grew her platform over 1 million people, but along the way, she made some horrible she broke some really good relationships, she had really good relationships turned bad along the way. A lot. So anyway, that's Tasha K. Again, shout out to Empress for that. All right, let's move on. What do I have in my email box? Let's check our email and see what we got. We have. Do I have anything in here? No. Nobody sent me anything today. All right. Well, I do want to talk a little more about Dwight, the divorce, Royce's son. Let's talk a little bit about that. So, are you guys familiar with Dwight and Royce? And then, what's his wife's name? And let me just a minute. Let me get it. Dwight Howard. All right. So, just the other day, over the weekend, Dwight Howard's wife, wasn't she on Love and Hip Hop? Because I remember her voice. Something about her voice I remember. But that's Amy Luciani. Yeah. So let's just read this article really quick. Let me share it. Dwight went, yes, after all that ranting. But did you see how Royce just went in on her? She was like, so really, she was saying that, like, really, she wasn't gonna leave Dwight. She was just out here ranting. But he was like, went behind her back and boom, filed for divorce on her. I feel like, though, Dwight got some things going on because Royce has always talked about it. And it's just been a trickle effect with his other women. Storm Monroe, that's who I couldn't call it. That's exactly who I was talking about. Fell out with Storm Monroe. Who else, Tasha? Okay, so let me share this so we can read this about Dwight Howard. All right. So basically, I don't know if you saw it over the weekend. Her real name is Amber Rose Howard, but she goes by her TV name, which is Amy Luciani. Luciani. But anyway, so it says Dwight Howard files for divorce after wife makes shocking accusations. It's over. It's over for Dwight Howard and wife Amber Rose Howard. The 2020 NBA champion filed for divorce from the rapper. And yeah, that's what I thought she was on. She was on reality TV. Well, she was on Love and Hip Hop. But anyway, filed for divorce from the rapper and reality star on Monday, stating the union is irretrievably broken, according to the documents obtained by TMZ. Monday's filing came on the heels of shocking allegations made by Amber, who claimed in a recent social media video that Child Protective Services had gotten a hold of his daughter. TMZ reported Monday, noting they had not yet heard back from Howard over the validity of the accusations. So, it's been a roller coaster for the couple in recent months. Amber, who goes by the name of Amy Luciani, filed for divorce last July, just 6 months after tying the knot. She called the marriage broken, irretrievably broken, following their January 2025 nuptials. I didn't even know that she had got married. I saw her on the show, but did not know that she had married an NBA player. But anyway, she had filed for divorce, and I guess she recanted it. And then on Monday, the same day, Howard, 40 years old, filed for divorce. Amber also filed, but his documents were processed first by TMZ. The 8-time NBA All-Star. Oh, so she did file for divorce. Not Rachel. Royce was like, she ain't going nowhere. The 8-time NBA All-Star has demanded exclusive use of the Georgia mansion, although the pair is still cohabitating, the outlet reported. So they still living in the house together. Georgia police have been called to the residence 3 times in the last 2 weeks, including for a suicide threat call, a domestic incident, and a theft report. The first overall pick by the Magic in 2004, Howard also played for the Lakers, the Rockets, the Hawks, Hornets, Wizards, and Sixers, and earned the title of Defense Player of the Year 3 times. Brother is paid. He last played for the Lakers during the 21-22 season and spent 22-23 with the Taiwan Leopards of the Taiwan Professional Basketball League. Howard was enshrined in the Basketball Hall of Fame in 2025. So I think it's just a big mess. There was alleged information from Royce about Dwight that that he's gay, that he had been doing things. Oh, okay. That he had been doing things to their son that was inappropriate, that she spoke out about. And as she came out with all of this, she went to jail for it, for like not protecting or something. And but she has always, I couldn't remember what it was with Royce's son, but allegedly he was molested by the brother. That was one thing. And then also they were watching porn with him, with the son, and doing a lot of things. The son did come out and speak. Well, I'm going to see if I can find what his live. And he just was giving a message to his dad about, like, I knew it. I will never be you. I will never be that. Like, I knew it about you. So let me see if I can get Dwight's son. I think, ain't he his oldest son, Royce's son? Speaks out. So yeah, here you go. Let's just look at this, a little bit of this. All right, found it. We're just gonna listen to a little bit of it. But this is Royce's son that came out after his mom went on the rant after dad has filed for divorce. All right.
Hey y'all.
So it was brought to my attention by one of my homeboys. He sent me a screenshot and a link to a video. Remember when I called him while I was on the game, and I was cussing him out because he was cussing me out before we started recording. So I was saying, like, we sent that to his mom. She sent it to him, and then she sent it to Mai. And I was like, Mai literally even asked me about it like last week and was like, so why'd you send it to that? And I was like, da, da, da. But
You
people were
talking about from a long time ago?
no, I'm talking about from like recent. I'm talking about from when I turned 18.
Oh.
So I was like looking at the comments, and people were getting on me like I posted a video. I'm like, I didn't post nothing. So I'm like, it was probably somebody that he paid to go on a fake page and post something. Because how come now when I click on the link, it's gone all of a sudden? But it's already going everywhere. Like, I don't get that.
Well,
and I already had, huh?
What did you say?
It was when I was asking him, why were you lying to me? It was when I was.
Is this when I can?
But no, this was when, like, around my birthday, and I had asked him, like, around my birthday and after Christmas, like in between then. And I asked him, I was like, so why did you say that you were getting me all this stuff for my birthday and for Christmas? And you told me to send you links and stuff, and you never did. And I was telling him, I'm like, you say that you're going to get me these gifts. You promise me all this stuff, and you don't do it. Or the stuff that you do give.
Outside of this past birthday,
Mm-hmm.
when was the last time he got you anything for Christmas? When was the last time he got you anything for your birthday? When was the last time he showed up for anything important? So why even let it take you there? Why even let him get you on that level?
Pretty much, basically, that's all I wanted to show. It's not really a lot, but basically, what is proven here is that what Royce came out and said about Dwight, about the abuse on her, about the abuse on her son, that she's standing on it, about him, about the molestation of her son, about all the things. And so she said what Royce did is she had warned people prior, like his other women. So there's another baby mama that has a daughter with him, that she's fighting for her daughter. And Royce said they are best friends, and she's trying to console her and help her get back her baby. But everything Royce went through, this lady went through. So then whenever Amy comes up, they warned her, but Amy was just saying Royce was jealous. You just want what I got. And Royce was like, excuse me, been there, done that. It's not that. And so she was basically saying, I'll try to tell you, now you're out here ranting and you look crazy. And not only that, while you sitting here ranting, he's preparing the divorce papers to slap them in your face because you look crazy. And you ain't got, like, it's just a whole mess with Dwight. Now, I never followed Dwight like that until Royce. And then only just at that moment when Royce said what she said, and she ended up going to jail. And literally, I was like, okay, is Royce crazy or is it Dwight? They say that he's on rugs, that he got the most going on. He got things going on that, that could cause him not to have any money anymore by doing certain things. He doesn't pay attention to his kids. He doesn't take care of his kids. He doesn't pay child support. All these bad things about Dwight Howard, who was in the NBA making bukus of money. So it is now kind of going viral. You're now seeing Royce all over platforms, and she's just reiterating that what I told y'all, what I said before, I stand on it. It's still the same. Ain't nothing changed. I still feel that way about him. And for the things that he did to me and the things that happened to my son. I remember clearly when she came out and saying that about her son and what was going on about her son. Now, shoot, he 18 years old. He grown man. So anyway, that's Royce and all of them. And so now I guess the divorce, I wonder if I was to click on that divorce thing, would it show us the paperwork? Probably not. Anyway, that's them. They're kind of not really interesting story, but what I liked about it is that what Royce said and what she was trying to tell other people wasn't because she was jealous of anything, but because she was really telling her truth, because now they see the same thing happened to her, the same thing happened to them now. And she was like, I was just trying to tell him. She said the wife was crying in the car with a whole bag of rugs. Make me wonder what she uses. Absolutely. That's what you're talking about, Amy, right? So I watched Amy on Love and Hip Hop, and she didn't strike me as a user. But I mean, if you're around somebody that uses and you're with them day in, day out, birds of a feather flock together is what I was told. But she was in that car just ranting. Now, here's my other thing. If you're having issues like that, why are you in your car ranting to the live about your husband? While he's sitting right back calling his lawyers on the phone, like, look at her. Just look at her. And is able to get there and get filed before you was going to get filed. And that's because what Royce said. Royce was like, she was in that car ranting, wasn't bit more going to leave him. But Amy said it in the car. She said, I love my husband, but I was tired of lying for him. I was tired of having to see the kids go through what they were going through, and them having to lie for him, or else other things would happen to them. So I don't know what kind of man Dwight is. I don't know what the deal is, but they ain't feeling Dwight right now. And Amy ain't feeling Royce. Y'all, if y'all know Royce from Basketball Wives, y'all know she don't bite her tongue, and y'all know she'll get down through. She's a fight. She will fight. She was a cheerleader, and she wasn't a basketball wife. She was a cheerleader for football, wasn't she? Maybe it was basketball, but she was a cheerleader. But when she was on Basketball Wives, she took all she could take, and then she started showing her true colors. She was like ready to fight everybody on the show, Shawnee and everybody. So anyway, that's Dwight and his wife and what they're going through. So what else? Is that all we're going to talk about tonight, since this is just kind of a makeup night? We do got a few interviews coming up next week. Hiawatha has us some stuff lined up that I think you guys are going to like as well with the interviews. I'm excited about it. If she can, we're just working with them and in conversations with them. You guys are going to love these interviews that's coming up. We just get them scheduled. What's the latest with Jay-Z? Anybody know what's going on? They said he's been brought into a $200,000 lawsuit or something. Anybody know what's going on with him? It just came out today, so I don't know what that's about. But again, it's Jay-Z, and he'll probably slide through the cracks again. Oh, Dwight Howard. Speaking of Dwight Howard, he has spoken out. So he come out, and I think he's coming out to defend himself. He breaks his silence after Amy accuses him of having that white stuff addiction. So let me let y'all hear what he said. Oh, he ain't hang on. He just made a video of him making faces, saying, "What?" Making faces at the comments. I thought he was really going to speak. That's right. But he didn't. Let's move on really quick. That's enough of Dwight. He's kind of their story is a little bit boring. So anyway, Egypt, after being KO'd in the second round, she's actually came out. We did see a video, but with her mom and her brother, her husband was there. She was saying that she's not gonna quit boxing. She's gonna continue to go. But she said, I'll let us hear just a little bit. That's right. I want to let y'all know. Thank you to all my true supporters out there that really, checked on me, wanted to make sure I was good. Your girl's always great. This just fueled me 15 times more to come back even harder because you already know this ain't it for me. I'm sorry to tell y'all. It really isn't. I got in there, got my feet wet. I went out on my shield, and that's all that really matters. Y'all can't say I don't got heart. Y'all can't say nothing. And I don't even care I don't even care because I know what I got. I know what I love to do. And also, this was the perfect opportunity because it helped me learn and see all the people that made it seem like they were going to stay supporting and realize that thank you for just showing me your true colors. True. That's right. That's right. So she basically is just saying she's gonna hang in there. Do y'all see Krishan Rock and Egypt in the ring together? Don't forget, y'all, we are going to watch Krishan Rock's boxing match live together. We already have it downloaded on the app that is going to be live on. So we'll be prepared for that. It's coming up in a few weeks. I'm seeing where Krishan is working out. She continues to work out and do her thing. People are saying, you know what? As far as Krishan, like this may be her element because she loves to fight. She's been on baddies. She's a street fighter. Like that's all she's done all her life. Had to do is fight. And so this may be her element. But I'm curious to see, since Egypt called her out and made her debut, and now Krishan's gonna make her debut. I wonder, will they get in the ring together? That will be a heck of a fight, and they will draw money. That people will watch that fight. So that remains to be seen, but they very well may. But is anybody worried about Krishan and her fight coming up with who she's matched with? That girl got guns on her arms. I'm talking about her arms, y'all. YouTube, I'm talking about the girl's arms. And she's a professional like kickboxer or wrestler or something like that, and has been in the ring several times. Where Krishan this is her first time. This is kind of like Egypt getting in the ring with this Olympian. This is what the matchup is with Krishan. Krishan went to her. They went to their press conference, where they faced off, and Krishan was just like felt like she crossed her arms, like just staring her in the eye, and just looked like she was irritated with her opponent. But she's got a tough fight coming, a tough fight ahead of her. Me too. We ain't missing that. I got the time together, everything. We're gonna be here because I really wanted to see the Egypt one live, because all we got to see really is her getting knocked out. What is she made it through the first round? Like, what did that look like? I would have wanted to see that, and I haven't seen it yet. But I had all thought I was gonna do a day fight way early in the day. But again, we're gonna be on point right here live with Krishan Rock's fight. When it comes in just a few weeks. It's coming fast too. So I think, what else we got? Let me see. Any of y'all's kids go on spring break next week, or have they already had it? And mine does go on next week. All right, let me see if this is going to be it for tonight. One more thing. So let me see if it plays. We'll go out on this if we can get it. Oh, it went off. Anyway, I'm just rambling now. So this was just like a live to make up. Like I said, thank y'all for being here. Again, I just want to make mention Nancy Guthrie still have not been found. They have not called off the searchers, but I think they're getting to that point where they're going to call it off. They said they were not going to stop. They were not going to stop until they, had answers. But I mean, it's been 38 days, 40 days, something like that. And there's no clues, no answers or anything. Her daughter has gone back to the studio where she worked at the Today Show, and found that, well, they kind of worked out where Coda will take her seat now because she's going to take some time off. It's just sad that even if her mom was unalive, could you just give them the remains so they can give her a proper going away or going home, however you look at it. So that's the update on that. Tim Busfield has another woman accusing him of SA. We're going to talk about that. So it's gotten really quiet on I think with the war, with the Epstein files going on, that, it's been quiet with David and Celeste, but we're going to make sure that we continue to follow that. We got some court dates coming up. What else? I think that's it for now, y'all. I really do. I hope y'all have a good night. We are off tomorrow, so we won't have a live tomorrow, and we'll be right back here on Friday for Freestyle Fridays. Some interviews coming up next week. Next week, I'm gonna be live like crazy. I'm gonna be like binge going live, like they binge watch movies. We're gonna be binge live just because I love to do it, and there's enough to talk about. Again, if you guys have any information that comes up, any breaking news, anything that you guys have, send it to info.blacklinkmag1@gmail.com. Again, that's blacklinkmag1@gmail.com. Thank y'all so much for bearing with me while I was out. We're getting better, but things are still crazy around here. But going live makes things better for me, and I need everybody else to find what makes them happy and get in that space. Oh no, okay, Harlem. Thank you for letting me know. You be here Saturday, or you won't be here the whole weekend? So we'll be here Friday. Our girl won't be here. She's taking off, so she won't be here on Friday. But we're still going to be Friday, Freestyle Friday, at about probably 8:30, 8:45, and we'll just go. We'll have a whole lineup of things to talk about, so y'all be ready. Saturday, yes, okay. She'll be back on Saturday. We got some interviews coming up, but again, any information, email me. If y'all know somebody that has a story that's crazy, like will capture our attention, send them our way. Let me talk to them and see if it's a good fit. Oh my gosh, you have to go live, Harlem. You going with your daughter? Oh, I want to go so bad. You got to go live. You got to show us or somehow get some clips to share with us. Oh, good for you, though. I hope you have fun. That's gonna be nice. That's gonna be nice. I wish I could go. So anyway, y'all, we're gonna go. Harlem's gonna go kick it with New Edition. Happy for you. Happy for you. Get some pictures and share it with us. All right, y'all. Have a good night. I'm going with my son. Oh, okay. Fun. Fun. Me and my daughter went to one concert before. Her first concert, we went together. And we went to see Rod Wave, and it was so fun. And I was dancing, and she was like, Mom. I was like, you better, this is what we come to concerts for. No, I can't dance a lick. But I made it fun. We had fun. So Rod Wave, we love Rod Wave over here. So have fun. Take some pictures. Have a good night tonight. And we'll see you Saturday, Harlem. But everybody else, right back here on Friday for Freestyle Friday. Let's talk about it in the chat because we're here for it. Have a good night. Thank y'all. Good night.